As I said, we're pleased to be here. We're going to do Irish music. We're going to do other kinds of music later. But more or less, it's all folk music. And you are folk. So this is your music. That means that if you have the urge, you can clap along, you can snap your fingers and tap your toes and sing along. Try to sing the same song that we're singing. That would be helpful.
Don't throw anything at the musicians. That's not helpful.
True. So, you're welcome to join in on anything. The next song that we have is a song from the western part of Ireland about some folks who make an illegal beverage intended for the consumption of legal adult aged people, not for And these folks who are making this beverage are trying not to get caught by the folks who are out looking for such people. It's called The Hills of Connemara. It's got a great chorus, and if you can pick it up, feel free to sing it. Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley and the bran. Run like the devil from the exercise man, keep the smoke from a rising carnage. Keep your eyes well peeled today, the big tall men are on the way, looking for the mountain day in the hills of Connemara. excitement are on the go. The news of Connemara. Gather up the pots and the old tin cans, the mash, the corn, the barley and the bran. Run like the devil from the excitement, keep the smoke from rising barley.
We have a lot of songs that are sort of sea songs, and this is one of them. This one was written, probably about 150 years ago, back when they were still hunting whales, and they had to go, after they got the whales that were around Europe, and then they got the ones that were around off the coast of America, they had to go further and further. Finally had to go up to Greenland to get them. And this is one all about the Greenland whale fisheries. No more Greenland for you brave boys. No more Greenland. 'Cause in 1851, March the 18th day, when we hoisted our colours to the top of the mast, for Greenland bore away, brave boys.
A ton of new stuff to present tonight, partly because there's a lot of new stuff we wanted to learn, and partly because half of our repertoire we can't do here in this setting. So I decided to get kind of cute when I was making the set list, and I put some pairs of songs that go together. And if anyone out there saw the movie The Gangs of New York a year ago, then the next two songs might sound a bit familiar because they're both in there. And Paul's good enough to do both of them for us. First one is called New York Girls.
New York Girls.
What's this one about, Paul? I never paid attention to the
This
lyrics.
one is about a lime juice sailor. Now, as you know, they used to call them limeys because they used to take lime on board the ship because it had vitamin C, has ascorbic acid, and kept them from getting scurvy. So, prior to that, they used to think they could dance it away, and that didn't work too well. Lots of different things they thought could get rid of scurvy, but they finally figured out citrus fruits were the thing. So they were the first ones. The British Navy was the first ones to give them limes or lemons, and that's why they were called limeys. So this guy's called the lime juice sailor.
That hat, very fitting.
Lime, it's all a theme. It's all part of the theme.
It has nothing to do with the lack of hair that's underneath it, I swear.
Covers a multitude of sins. Anyway, this is one all about Broadway in New York. Not on Broadway, but by the Drifters. That's another great one. This is that. As I went up one morning on Broadway last July, I met a Manchester train and a sailor John says I have the waves and thee, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls can dance the polka. Well, I took her down to Tiffany's, I did not mind expense, and I bought her 2 breast lollipops and they cost me 15 cents. And the waves and thee, my dear Annie. Oh, New York girls can dance the polka. She says, you lime juice sailor, you'd see me home you may. But when we reached her cottage door, she unto me to say, and away, Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls can dance the polka. She said, my flashman, he's a Yankee, with his hair cut short behind. He wears a tarry jumper and he sails on the buckball line. And away, Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls can dance the polka. Come on, you lanky sailor, just as sure as you're born. Beware of New York ladies, just say her off the horn. And away, Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls can dance the polka. And away, Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls can dance the polka.
Thank you. Well, the next song has a little bit sadder tone to it. It's called Paddy's Lamentation, and it comes to us from the Civil War. There's actually a huge Irish influence in our Civil War, and a lot of our Civil War songs, like Johnny Comes Marching Home Again, are actually Irish songs with new words to them. And a lot of the tunes we associate with the Civil War are actually Irish tunes. And one of the more unfortunate practices that we had back then was that we'd take some Irish immigrants that were just coming off the ship and force them into fighting in the Civil War for us. These people who had just left, a land with hunger and other hardships, and were able to survive the voyage all the way over, and all of a sudden you're on a Civil War battlefield. And this is the story of one of them.
Oh, it's by the hush, my boys, listen well and make no noise. Listen to Paddy's lamentation. Oh, I was so repressed, and I was so distressed, when I took a thought I'd leave this Irish nation. I sold my horse and plow, likewise my pigs and sow. And I departed, and my sweetheart Kitty McGee, who I'm sure I'll never see, 'cause I left her back at home quite broken hearted. when we landed in Yankee Land, he stuck a rifle in my hand, saying, Daddy, you must go to fight for Lincoln. General Maher to us said, if you get shot or lose your head, your mother's son that you can draw pension. But in that war I lost my leg, now all I've got's a wooden peg. My boys, is the truth to you I mention. Boys, take my advice, you'll never pay a thousand not come. But there's nothing here but war, urban cannons roar, and I wish I was back home in dear old Ireland. I'd have fought myself in luck to be fed on Indian buck back in Ireland, that land that I pride in. But with the devil I say, curse America, I've seen enough, they're hard fighting. Here's you boys, take my advice, America, and I'll not be coming. Well, there's nothing here but war when the urban cannons roll, and I wish I was back in Ireland. Here's you boys, take my advice, America, and I'll not be coming. There's nothing here but war where the urban cannons roll, and I wish I was back home in dear old Ireland.
Very nice, very nice. Well, those are the first two new songs for us of the evening. We'll have some more later, but now let's stick to the stuff that we know. Dave's gonna sing a song for us. His wife will only pay me if I let him sing a couple of songs, and I need the money. We have a couple more war songs. These are Irish war songs, so, well, it's true, you know it is. Irish Rebellion of 1798 is one of the many, 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 many times that the Irish tried to gain their independence and lost woefully. And Dave and I each do a song from this rebellion. Dave will go first. His song takes place in the northwestern part of the island. It's about a man named Roddy McCorley.
Oh, see the brave hosts of men who march with faces wan from farmstead and from fishers' cot along the banks of Dan.
Holy Ghost to die on the bridge of truth today. And somebody was Holy Ghost to die on the bridge of truth today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, good.
So the end.
It's a hat trick.
All right. Well, it's kind of just thinking. Looking at the set list, I invited you to sing and clap along, and we saved all the singing and clapping stuff for later in the evening. So I promise it's coming up. But I did, when I was thinking about that, I was reminded of, I was in Dublin a few years ago, and I was in a pub in the Temple Bar area, and there was a session band playing, and they were very good. But the only thing I remember is the snooty guitar player introducing From Clare to Here, which is an absolutely beautiful song, and saying, if you know any of the words and feel like singing along, please don't. It's not very folkish. It's not very warm and inviting. And now that's, aside from the guy who tried to order poutine, which is by definition illegal alcohol. That's the only thing I remember of that evening. So here's another rebel song from the same time period, but this is the opposite end of the country. It's about a character. It's a great example of folklore because he's 7 feet in height with inches to spare, and he looks like a king in command.
Oh, maybe.
Well, hey, maybe. Yeah. His name is Kelly.
Green hat.
He was not wearing a green hat. No, at least it's not in our version of the song. His name is Kelly. He's from a place called Kellsmen. What's the news? What's the news? Oh, my bold chandelier, with your long barrel guns from the sea. Say what wind from the south brings a messenger here, with the hymn of a dawn for thee. Goodly news, do I bring you the port? Goodly news, shall you hear argument? For the boys march at dawn from the south to the north, led by Kelly, the boy from Kellsmen. Tell me who is the giant with the gold curling hair, he who rides at the head of your band. 7 feet is his height, with some inches to spare. He looks like a king in command. Oh, my boys, that's the pride of the bold chandelier, amongst our greatest of heroes, man. Swing your beaver caps aloft and give 3 ringing cheers for John Kelly, the boy from Kellsmen. And his scorpies and flames, and old Wexford is one. The barrow tomorrow we will cross. On a hill or the town we have planted a gun. It will batter the gateways rough. All ye forth, men in parliament will march o'er the heath, with brave Hardy to lead in the van. But the foremost of all in the grim gap of death will be Kelly, the boy from Kellsmen. Now the gold sun of freedom who darkened that cross, it's set by the slain red wave. And poor Wexford stripped naked hung high on a cross, with her heart pierced by traitors and slaves. Glory, oh, to our bold sons who died for the cause of a downtrodden man. Glory, oh, to our Lancers, oh, Darwin and Pride, Uncle Kelly, the boy from Kellsmen. Thanks.
rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that limb there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch, a branch on the limb, and the limb on the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that branch there was a twig, a rare twig, a rattling twig, a twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
And on that twig was a nest, a rare nest, a rattling nest, nest on the twig, and the twig, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
In that nest there was an egg, a rare egg, a rattling egg in the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, bird on the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that bird was a feather, a rare feather, a rattling feather, feather on the bird, and the bird, and the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that feather was a flea, a rare flea, a rattling flea, flea on the feather, and the feather on the bird, and the bird, and the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that flea there was a wing, a rare wing, a rattling wing, wing on the feather, and the feather on the bird, and the bird, and the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that wing there was a rash, a rare rash, a rattling rash, rash on the wing, and the wing, and the flea, and the flea on the feather, on the bird, and the bird, and the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that rash there was a speck, a rare speck, a rattling speck, speck on the rash, and the rash on the wing, and the wing, and the flea, and the flea, and the feather, and the feather, and the bird, and the bird, and the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On that speck there was Adam, a rare Adam, a rattling Adam on the speck, on the rash, and the wing, and the wing, and the flea, and the flea, and the feather, and the feather, and the bird, and the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the bog down in the valley, oh.
There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. There was a rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. He is no gypsy, my father, she said, but Lord, all these lands all over, and I will stay till my dying day to follow the gypsy over. Well, ah-dee-doo-ah-dee-doo-da-day, ah-dee-doo-ah-dee-day, he whistled and he sang till the green was rang, and he won the heart of the lady. One more. Well, ah-dee-doo-ah-dee-doo-da-day, ah-dee-doo-ah-dee-day, he whistled and he sang till the green was rang, and he won the heart of a lady.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice.
will never return. Charlie handed in his dime to Scandal's train station, and he changed all to make a play. When he got there, the conductor told him one more nickel. Charlie couldn't get onto that train. Did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever in the streets of Boston. He's the man who'll never return. Well, all night long, Charlie rides to the station, crying, what will become of me? How can I afford to see my sister in Chelsea or my cousin in Roxbury? Did he ever return? No, he'll never return. Fate is still unlearned. What a pity. He may ride forever in the streets of Boston. He's the man who'll never return. Charlie's wife goes down to the train station every day at 2:15. And through the open window she has Charlie a sandwich as the train goes rumbling through. Did he ever return? No, he never returned. And fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever in the streets of Boston. He's the man who'll never return. Now you citizens of Boston, don't you think it's a scandal how the people have to pay and pay? Fight the fair and free vote for George O'Brien, get the Charlie off the MTA. Does he never return? No, he'll never return. Fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever in the streets of Boston. He's the man who'll never return. He's the man who'll never return. He's the man who'll never return.
Okay, we have another pair of songs that go together, and these both come from, they're actually both written fairly recently, but they're about the 1840s in Ireland during what we call the famine. What would happen around that time is if you were caught doing something wrong, like something as awful as stealing to try to keep your family alive, you would be shipped off to Australia for many years. And that's obviously a difficult thing for folks to endure. So in this first song, the guy steals Trevelyan's corn to save his kids. And I thought that Trevelyan was the rich guy who lived up the road, and he went and stole some of his corn. Turns out in college I find out that Trevelyan was the head guy in England at the time who was given the job of trying to save the Irish. There's actually no famine in Ireland, even though we call it that, because a famine is a lack of food. And there's actually enough food to feed several times the population of Ireland. They just weren't allowed to have it, and it was being transported under armed guard to England. So Trevelyan came up with these great ideas, like if you spend from the minute the sun comes up to the minute the sun goes down working to build roads for us in Ireland, we'll give you a handful of corn that's so old and crappy that it can't even be cooked. How about that? That's a great deal. That'll help. So this guy tried to take a little bit of extra because he had some wee children, and now he's getting shipped off to Australia in order to see his family again. It's a very popular song, though. It's a very sweet chorus to it, and may be familiar to you. It is called "The Fields of Athenry." By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Oh my God, they're sending you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, that our young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay,
'Lord,
so lonely around the fields of Athlin Rhine. The other song to go with this one is a new one for us. It has the same tune as the Gordon Lightfoot's on the record, the Edmund Fitzgerald, except this one's about a boatload of folks being shipped out from County Derry in Ireland over to Australia. In 1803 we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Derry. For Australia bound if we didn't all drown, and the rents of our fetters we carried. In our rusty iron chains we sighed for our wains, our good women we left in sorrow. As the mainsails unfurled, our curses curled on the English and thoughts of tomorrow. At the mouth of the foil bid farewell to the soil, as down below decks we were dying. Oh, Dorothy screamed, woken out of a dream by a vision of old Robert dying. The sun had burned cruel as we dished out the rule. Dan O'Connor was down with the fever. 60 rebels today bound for Botany Bay. How many will be their receiver? Cursed them to hell as our bow off the swell. The ship danced like a moth in the firelight. White horses rode high as the devil passed by, taking souls to Hades by twilight. 5 weeks out to sea, we were now 43. Our comrades we buried each morning. In our own slime we were lost in a time of endless night without dawning. Back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Van Diemen's Land is a hell for a man to live out his whole life in slavery. Where the climate is raw, the gun makes the law. Neither wind nor rain care for bravery. 20 years have gone by and I've hidden in my bond. My comrades ghosts walk behind me. The rebel I came, I'm still the same. On a cold winter's night you will find me. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. We're going to do one more for this set, and then our paintball kids. You've all given money to the new Norwell High School paintball team, and nothing says paintball like Irish music, so it's a perfect combination.
Green paintball.
Yeah, like peanut butter and...
Look at all the targets up here. Wow.
Jeez.
Some of them wide, too. We figured we should end the first set with a song about spring, because when I made the set list out, I was under the mistaken impression that we would be doing this during springtime. Apparently I missed something. Well, true. But to give you a preview of why you should go out and eat some goodies and come back for the second half, we have the most extraordinary second set in the history of Norwell High School. We have rollicking songs. We've got Chris Lacey coming up to sing Australian songs with us. We've got the Beatles. We have the Pogues. We've got 2 songs from New Orleans. We've got 3 songs from the Kingston Trio, and a hell of a great raucous ending. So You're gonna be clapping so much, your hands are gonna be red when we leave here. Not clapping for us, clapping along. I didn't think we were gonna be that good. Okay, good. So this is the song that was supposed to be about the spring that we're supposed to have at this time. It's called Rambles of Spring. There's a piercing wintry breeze blowing through the budding trees. I've wet up my coat to keep me warm. And the days are on the mend and I'm on the road again, with me fiddle snug and close beneath my arm. I've a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow, and me fiddle strings are new. I've learned a tune or two, and I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. I'm as happy as a king when I catch a breath of spring, and the grass is growing green as winter ends, and the geese are on the wing and the thrushes start to sing. I'm headed down the road to see my friends, and I've a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow, and me fiddle strings are new. I've learned a tune or two, and I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. Every town as I ramble up and down, making music in the markets and the fairs, with the donkeys and the creels and the farmers making deals, the yellow-headed tinker selling wares. I've a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow, and me fiddle strings are new. I've learned a tune or two, and I'm well prepared to ramble and let's go. Here's a note to one and all, to the big and to the small, to the rich and poor alike, and foe and friend. And when we return again, may our foes turn to friends. May peace join me with you until then. And I've a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow, and the fiddle strings are new. I've learned a tune or two, and I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. I've a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow, and me fiddle strings are new. I've learned a tune or two, and I'm well prepared to ramble and must go.
I didn't do it.
Welcome back for part 2 of the Kellsmen Norwell High School paintball fundraising extravaganza. Thanks, I'm going to start this one off with a song called Whiskey in the Jar, which has nothing to do with whiskey or jars. out his money and it made a pretty penny. Put it in my pocket and brought it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would betray me. But the devil take the women for they for sure ring me do not. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into me chambers for to take a slumber. I dreamt of golden jewels and sure it was no wonder. Jenny put me charges and she filled them up with water and sent for Captain Barrel to be ready for my slaughter. Push-a-ring-a-doo-dum-da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I'd like to find me brother, the one who's in the army. If I could find a station in Cork or in the army, and if he'll come and join me, we'll go rolling through Kilkenny. And I gauge you treat me fairer than the darling sport of Jenny and Rusher and Nunga. Rock fall daddy-o, rock fall daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. There's some who take delight in the hurl and the golden, others take delight in the carriages rolling, while I take delight in the tunes of the party, courting pretty maidens in the morning, rising early, push-a-ring and doo-da. Rock fall daddy-o, rock fall daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar, push-a-ring and doo-da. Rock fall daddy-o, rock fall daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Thank you for clapping. We should have announced that at the beginning.
I forgot.
Let's do the whole thing again.
Well, we'd like to do a song, a new song, called And the Band Played Waltzing Matilda. Waltzing Matilda is an Australian folk song. So if we're going to sing And the Band Played Waltzing Matilda, then we should introduce it by singing Waltzing Matilda. And in order to do that, we require the expert, our native Australian English teacher, Mr. Christopher Lacey. Please give him a
I enjoyed listening to all the songs about how horrible it is to go to Australia.
Hey, I didn't write them, I just sang them.
No, I enjoyed it.
Okay, Waltzing Matilda. This song is supposedly written in English, Chris, but there's some awfully funny words in there. Can you tell us what they mean?
I can help you out there, Michael, yes.
Thank you.
I refer to my notes. I've been in America for such a long time that these strange Australian words seem even stranger. To really appreciate this song, you need to know that a swag man is like a hobo. A billabong is not a t-shirt. It's like a little pond or a water hole. A billy is just a little tin can to boil your water in. A jumbuck is a sheep. You'll be tested on this. A tucker bag, the bag part is self-apparent. It's a little bag that you might keep your lunch in.
Like a hobo bag, right? Maybe?
Probably. And lastly, a squatter is like a rancher.
I thought it was something else.
It's also something else, but we don't do that in this show.
Okay.
Is that okay?
And what's the significance of this song?
Well, I knew Michael was going to ask with that song. It's called Waltzing Matilda, and waltzing suggests dancing. And even in Australia, people really don't know what this song is about. They argue about it endlessly, and they have for 100 years since it was written. But still, I don't think anyone's come up with any kind of definitive answer. So you can come up with your own theories and let me know.
And did you sing this when you were just a wee lad?
When I was a wee lad, we used to sing this, and then I forgot all the words, and that's why I've got my notes here. And at that time, of course, I had special reasons for not knowing what it meant, because I was a wee lad. And that's remained the same ever since.
Well, that's perfect. These two songs are new to us, so your expertise is great. So here we go. This is Waltzing Matilda. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolibah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. Come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and he waited till his billy boiled. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came the jumper to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee, and he sang as he stuffed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he stuffed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up rode the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Up rode the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. Where's that jolly jumbuck you got in your tucker bag? You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up jumped the swagman and jumped into the billabong. You'll never catch me alive, said he. Then his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by the billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me.
Let's put some sticks on the bottom.